Final Destination movies, ordinary objects take on kind of an
Extraordinary.
ominous quality. Yeah. So as an actor, do you prepare yourself to achieve that level of nervousness?
It's not easy to do, especially because it's one thing if one person across from you dies or something awful happens to them. When it's 70 or 100 people on, for example, a huge bridge during rush hour that collapses, I've never had, fortunately, a real life experience like that. A few people have, and so you really have to think about what is the most terrifying thing you've ever seen and then live through it in real time. It's funny, it's a very intense movie, and it was a very intense and physical and technically demanding shoot. And so as soon as the camera stopped rolling, death is the last thing you think about. You kind of have to force your brain to go to a happy place.
Mm-hmm. Now, also in the Final Destination formula, characters tend to be either sympathetic or nasty.
Right.
You know? But your character actually goes from one level to another. So was that easier for you to do? Did that give you more to work with?
Well, it gave me a bunch of a bigger arc. I think one of the great things about Final Destination 5 in context of the whole franchise is they're starting over a little bit in that these kids are no longer in high school. They're not in college. These are real working people kind of living life on their own now. And so when these unbelievable things happen, my character, Peter, is someone who knows exactly what he wants in life. He's worked hard to get it. He knows that A leads to B leads to C. Things make sense, and if they don't, he'll fix them. And then these things happen that he can't fix. And so he really becomes unraveled by that and tries to take matters into his own hands. It was a fun character to play.
Great. The bridge collapse scene is spectacular. Where was that filmed, and how did you guys feel about acting?
It was filmed up in Vancouver, and it took a long time to shoot, but it just looks extraordinary. We had 3 different bridges. One was inside a huge warehouse. One was the actual bridge itself, which is called the Lionsgate Bridge in Vancouver. And then one was about an hour outside of the city that we actually blew up. So and then all kind of coming together, and a lot of green screen, but also a lot of doing it on a huge bridge and dangling over the ocean, 200 feet above.
Wow.
It's terrifying.
Imagine. So what's it like working with Clint Eastwood? I know you're getting ready to have a picture with him.
It's about as cool as it gets. He's a personal hero of mine, and just the coolest cat, so laid back, so soft-spoken. He doesn't say cut or action like a director you think would. Just very kind of easy, tranquilo, amazing man.
Great. Did anything peculiar happen on the set during the filming? Anything odd?
Nothing especially. It was scary because it was in Vancouver. There was a lot of flying back and forth. And since doing that in the first flight up, of course, it's standard procedure for a stewardess to say, and our final destination will be Vancouver and all that. My skin crawls every time I hear that. And then, of course, they say that, and you think, okay, you have to block your mind from thinking about all these terrible things that could happen. And it's funny watching people leave the theater after they see this movie. Initially, it's kind of baby steps, walking out, that you don't slip on something or a car comes out and hits you. But in real life, no, everything went, it was smooth sailing.
Dang, it would have been nice if something had gone goofy. But anyway, better story. So did you buddy up with anybody on set?
All of them. The whole cast. We really genuinely connected and are really good friends. In fact, just yesterday, I put out a video that we made totally on our own online, and everybody kind of plays a character in this 90s styled sitcom. And that was us. That wouldn't have happened if we didn't just hit it off and become buddies on our own.
Pretty cool. We'll have to look for that.
Check it out.